Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. His guys coming off a road victory in their opener a week ago, looking to make it 2 in a row before heading home. On the other sideline, the head coach of Cincinnati. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. You'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10. Now, faking the give. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Tight end going in motion here. Up the middle they go. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Hovering, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. His kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
At the 26-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Stewart having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll go forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win and you know you're going on the road week 3, that puts a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
And how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank, we're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. The fans are excited, the city's excited, everyone in the organization can settle in. So the schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
2 yards.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal as we are ready to get back underway. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is Nick Cross up from the secondary to record the sack.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, caught by Chase. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. Meanwhile, the return is going to be brought past the 20, and they're going to start this drive at the 22.
And that right there is how you regain momentum. You just gave up the lead, but now here comes a huge boost by your special teams. Just an excellent return. Going to set them up with great starting position on this next drive.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes third and goal.
5 yards. Brings up third.
Tight end on the move left. Throwing here on third and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Not going for 2. They'll pick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense, they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as we start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
The Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Going up top. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And 2.
Throwing now from the gun. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball's out. And it is recovered by the Bengals. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. And nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line. Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The throw here is complete. 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
Steelers first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. He'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
And he'll spike it to stop the clock. And now, if they choose, they'll have a chance for a long field goal here before the break. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And this is Kyle Williams. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 74 yards to the end zone. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. Taken in by the tight end. From the 35, here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
14.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now
3rd down and 9.
9 yards to go.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Derek Harmon. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
That's good.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that'll set up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll give on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hit it up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
42-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw. Taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
4th down.
They're all set to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Contact, front, no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Bernard on the stop.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. We forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The play fake. He'll look to throw. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's now second and 6.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Forward for a couple. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Derek Harmon. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him 1 more here in week 2.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Down the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A run on first and goal. And he'll run forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 2-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. That one, take it in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 43, here's second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Steeler first down.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
A tight end in motion now. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll run. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown Steelers. That is first touchdown of the new year. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by 7. 28-21.
Bengals 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. They'll return this from the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Bengals offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw.
33-yard line.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Big play. 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here comes 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
He'll get up and spike it with a half-minute left to play in this one. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Taken in. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down by a good couple of yards. They will indeed get the conversion on 4th and 10. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.